match dart. Should have been more. But Rob Cross bust his score. It is one of the most...
96.
It's gone straight onto the Danny Baker narrated DVD. Now that's what I call sexy Euro Tour darts, which will be available at Christmas.
100.
That's actually not a mask. Astonishing darts today. It's been so entertaining.
97.
I like the way this one has started. A little bit cagey, just finding their feet a little bit. It's hard to top some of the stuff we've seen tonight.
Well, I mean, Darryl Gurney's been involved in some
94.
crackers this weekend
Gurney
himself.
won
I mean, he
92.
beat Glenn Durrant in the previous round to book his place here, and he beat him well with 100 average. 6-1. Does average 99 and a bit, but he just took his chances. He's not going to take this chance. And Gerwyn Price gets a chance to break the throw in the opening leg. And the way that Gezzy's been playing with 101 average for the weekend, if you go behind, it's going to be very difficult to get back.
Yeah, shot the first leg. Gerwyn Price.
After watching Gezzy Price on the European
Second leg
Tour
is
for the last
Gerwyn
couple of
first.
years,
Game on.
if he starts hitting tops with his first dart, that's a really bad sign for Darryl.
It is a very bad sign. But look, I would not... I've eulogised about Gurney all weekend. I think that he is a fantastic outside bet. There are so many players ranked lower than Darryl Gurney who are short odds to win the World Championship.
95.
Dan Super Chin.
Come on then, Dan, I'm going to stick you on the spot. What World Championship final do you want to see on New Year's Day? What would you love to sit down and watch?
There are so many combinations, it doesn't matter. All I'm thinking about the value. And when you look at the betting, and I will deliver my insight through mime, which won't work on audio commentary. But
56.
when you look at the betting, Darryl Gurney is a much bigger price than a lot of other players. A lot of other players who have done less than him and are ranked lower than him.
59.
And Darryl Gurney has never done it at the World Championship, but he's been doing it in other big tournaments. And I would not be surprised if we go to the World Championship and one of these two guys doesn't have another major title under their belt.
Yeah.
These could be the guys to look at.
140.
I want to see Gerwyn Price in the World Championship final. I think it's going to be incredible.
Yeah, I think there'd be some sort of amount of buses going to Ali Pali from Wales that day.
100.
The swarm of Welsh people. Could be after they win a World Rugby Cup. Imagine that.
Big win for the way. He's a former rugby player, Gerwyn Price. I'm sure he was watching the game earlier on this morning.
60.
I asked him about it, actually.
42.
As the Welsh held on to beat the Aussies.
He was quite happy looking at his story on Instagram.
62.
I don't do Instagram.
150.
Mainly pictures of food, which is right up your street.
Lately I've been watching the progress of Gerwyn Price's new darts practice room, which he has built from scratch.
Really?
80.
Very impressive stuff. The plastering went up this week. Double 10 to paint red. A 2-0 lead.
Oh, we want that one back.
Darren Uruguay 16.
He's not thrown many poor darts this weekend, Gerwyn Price, but that was one of them.
Doesn't look too close. Isn't.
Yeah, shot on the second leg. Darryl Gurney.
More often than not, we talk
Third
about
leg is Darryl to throw
those
first.
darts being guides.
Game on.
Sometimes when you've got a dart that is as long as Darryl Gurney's, you have to go for a different portion of the bed, whether it's high or low, and just try and avoid the dart that he's thrown previously. And on that occasion, that's exactly what he's done.
We saw it against Glenn Durrant this afternoon. I was commentating with Rob Malarkey, and there was one dart at double 18. Now, your former World Cup of Darts partner, Simon Whitlock.
174.
Moved the car. I was wondering where he'd gone there, but it's a 174. He's a big fan of the little steps around the hockey to change the angle, because he's looking at how the dart's in the board, and if you come at it from a slightly wider angle,
84.
it's more of a target to use that and slide down the barrel and find the target. Darryl Gurney managed to hit a double 18 earlier on this afternoon by doing exactly that, even though
96.
the first start of double 18 was a long way outside, but he still found a way to use it and came in off the barrel and went in. That is elite level darts, isn't it?
It is,
82.
because that takes me back to the Premier League semi-final, where he had 3 darts at double 12. He's missed twice outside of the double 12, But like you say, it wasn't close. But he still used it. He went to the left and then slid it down the first dart's cane, down the barrel and through the point angle, and it just slot in lovely. And that dart was to go 5-5. It was a big shot.
60.
It was a big shot, and it's one he hit, and he wasn't far away from stopping Michael van Gerwen and going on and claiming the title and making the final himself.
138.
But that's a superb leg of darts from Gerwyn Price to leave himself tops after 12. Gurney needs treble 19 or 15. Can't get it. Bullseye finish. Well, bullseye finishes were the thing that made the difference against Glenn Durrant. He stuck one in the ball there. The other one's bounced out, and Price takes advantage.
Gerwyn Price. Fourth leg is going to throw first.
Well,
game on.
This game is a bit like my football career. It's a bit of a break fest.
Do you want to explain that?
I couldn't stop breaking things when I was playing football.
100.
Hearts or limbs?
Limbs.
Okay.
Standard 180 from Gurney. He's utilised those darker coloured darts very well this weekend. He usually uses golden ones, but he just fancied a change.
140.
Well, he's got a chunk, and I mean a chunk, of ranking money to defend next week. But I don't think that phases him whatsoever. I think he genuinely believes
100.
that he's going to get that Grand Prix for a second time, and why not? But I was going to say this earlier. I was talking to Peter Wright when he was defeated by Nathan Aspinall earlier.
97.
He was bolstering his chances with some chatter, and he said he couldn't believe that he was second favourite for the Grand Prix. And I said to him, why is that a surprise?
60.
Peter Wright.
164.
Interesting.
Needs to go for it. Hang about.
139.
He's been close. A lot of those 160 plus checkouts this weekend.
Well, he nearly took out the 167 to beat Cross, and it would have been a convincing victory. But he is going to get a go at the 25. And I think Gerwyn Price is going to go... Is it 5 for double 10 or is it 1 for double 12?
25.
1.
24.
Slide down the barrel.
13.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be that third dart right now. You're about to get a lambasting.
Darryl Gurney could stay there. Don't know why he didn't, to be honest. I thought that was a superb go. He's shown that he didn't use it with the last dart, but I don't think he actually gave it the full care and attention that it might have deserved.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think staying on the 60 was the prudent shot there.
Oh, what a guide. Surely.
How did that not go in? How has that not gone in?
No score.
He heard the dart,
48.
and the flight's nestling together. That just goes to show how well he throws darts together. Show off. That is awkward. What do I talk about? That wasn't awkward. He knew it was going in.
Fifth leg is Darryl to throw first.
Well, he's got away with that one, Gurney, and he knows it. And Gerwyn Price doesn't like it, and you can see, like that. This is the thing.
Game on.
They get on with each other. They are mates, and away from the stage, they are really, really nice, chatty, friendly individuals. You get them on stage, game face goes on.
92.
And they butt heads. And you can see it. You can see Darryl Gurney. I've watched him sulk his way to victory in big stage games. Gerwyn Price is obviously a very combative character.
81.
They have fallen out more than once. If this gets close, this could be a little bit fractious.
60.
But it might actually spur them on to do something a bit special in this.
Well, sometimes they act like a married couple, don't they? It's all lovey-dovey, and then all of a sudden you stick a bit of pressure in it.
60.
And they want to knock 7 bells out of each other. Premier League. Happened in Sheffield, where Gurney got himself a little bit of trouble, I think he did, by
96.
aiming a fist at Gerwyn Price. That takes a brave man to do that.
Yeah, it didn't follow through. It was just a sort of mock. Well, I say mock, but he was. Yeah, I would imagine. Did he get a DRA fine for that?
I think he did.
41.
If he hasn't yet, then he will do. Gerwyn Price is not a man who's a stranger to the DLRA himself, of course, but it was on the Euro Tour last year where Gerwyn Price beat Darryl Gurney in an absolute thrill. It's a great game. International Darts Open, last 16 clash. Price won it, went on and lifted the title. Super Chin, absolutely fuming.
57.
And that continued in the practice room as well. But this is what it means. They care about it. And double top for Super Chin. Puts him in front with a magnificent check out.
Oh, I love that. When there's a big check out, you get the full game from Kirk Bevins.
108!
And there he goes with his tonsils once more. Army man approves.
This is what we want now. These two get into their stride. We've got a classic on our hands.
59.
Whether you like them or whether you don't, because there have been times where audiences have booed them both
39.
and clapped them both.
Yeah.
But they're just great darters, and when you put them together, you get fireworks.
That's what we want. We mentioned... mentioned Christoph Ratajski compared to the Bjorn Borg this afternoon, in that he's this sort of emotionless automaton of sport. But clashes of personalities, clashes of styles, clashes of characters make sport, and we've got some here. Some people don't like Gerwyn Price. Some people absolutely love him.
46.
I think it's fantastic that we've got somebody who just mixes it up a bit and plays world-class darts at the same time.
Yes, on the stick line, Gerwyn Price.
Gerwyn Price has had 3 shots at tops, and he's hit it all 3 times. Darryl Gurney should read the script. The script says, don't leave Gezzy on tops. 2 holes of throw to follow 4 breaks.
140.
We're settling in here. You're absolutely right, Dan.
Oh, here we go.
140.
There was a spell at the start of the last 16 clash between Gerwyn Price and Rob Cross where, quite frankly, the world number 2 was made to look ordinary by Gerwyn Price. Because he was just relentless. He was averaging up towards 108, 109. Rob Cross had no idea how to handle him. He came back at him. But if Gezzy gets on a spell like that, even the resilient Darryl Gurney is going to struggle to live with him.
Well, the averages aren't that special.
43.
The best statistic really is that 60% checker rate for Gurney, and the fact that Price, when he's had a shot at tops, has taken it.
85.
But the averages don't reflect how good this game has been.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? It's an interesting clash. Be an interesting clash in the semis. Whoever comes through to take on Christoph Ratajski. Price has a chance to break the Gurney throw once more, but he's not going to do it.
I love that route for 136. That's proper new school darts.
96.
48, 48 tops. Now, he's left tops. Has Gezzy. Darryl Gurney needs to hit this. Oh, what a shot from Gurney! 4-3 to the good for Super Chin, and that deserves a round of applause from everybody here.
Under the cosh, fires in a ball check out. He did that twice to Glenn Durrant, and it proved to be the difference in the match. He acknowledged it afterwards. He said, we're not for 2 back-to-back ball checkouts. I think he put him 3 or 4 1 up. That game would have been very, very different.
96.
Must be very difficult for Darryl when he's in games like this. It must be very tempting to get involved in celebrations and stuff. But the thing is, Gerwyn Price in this game has not utilised that tactic yet. It's been quite a calm, composed, focused game. And does that play into the hands of Gurney, maybe?
I genuinely don't know. It's difficult to gauge when and how Gezzy is going to react, what kind of persona you're going to see. He's playing all right. He's not playing as well as he was against Rob Cross. But Darryl Gurney's nowhere near the levels of performance we've seen from him this weekend, and yet he is 67% on the doubles. That is what's keeping him in this match. That's the difference.
58.
Missed a couple of darts in leg 2, Price. Missed 6 darts in leg 4. There have been opportunities for Price to be away in the distance, but this might be the chance for Gurney to hit him.
Gurney just did what you were talking about. He had a perfect first dart, and he went to the right of the oche to try and slide it down. And the second dart was unsuccessful, but the third one got there, and it's turned out to be a very valuable dart.
57 scored, 52 left. Yeah, just checking. Single 20, leaves double 16. He loves the double 16. Massive visit from Darryl Gurney.
Now, we have proof how big that 60 was. That 140, previous to that checkout, was as good as the checkout itself.
Gerwyn Price is averaging almost 10 points more than Darryl Gurney.
60.
But he has missed more doubles, and he has missed chances in the early part of this game to put it to bed. And Darryl Gurney, if you give him a lifeline, he can hurt you. He's not playing his best stuff, Gurney.
Might be now.
108.
But if he just pulls it together for one leg, good night, Gezi.
There's an element of what's gone wrong with Gezi's expression. And Gurney, that expression doesn't change much.
60.
UK Open champion Nathan Aspinall. Danish Darts Open champion Dave Chisnell. Krzysztof Ratajski, former world master and the greatest
42.
player ever to come from Poland. And quite possibly Players Champion, Northern Irish #1 and former Grand Prix champion Darryl Gurney. That may well be our semi-final lineup.
If it is, who's your pick?
I'll tell you what, I think Gurney, as well as he's played in little moments in this game, might have to up it to beat Ratajski in the semis. He's not been that convincing, but when big moments have come along, he has delivered.
72.
Not far away, that one. Gezi has got to put in the 177 and hope. This is the position as a professional dart player you want to be in. Ahead,
32.
On a double you love with 3 darts in hand to get through. 2 16s. Oh, find the angle, Mr. Hypotenuse. I love how the referee's checking the toes, doing his job. Oh, and he only just comes up short. Gerwyn Price has just been given a lifeline.
22.
Does he believe?
His finishing has been superb in this game, Darryl Gurney, but at the very final hurdle he has faltered. And Price could make him pay on the ball.
97.
But doesn't manage to do so, and surely that is the death knell for Gerwyn Price's Gibraltar campaign. The back-to-back Euro Tour titles will not happen, because Gurney will pin double 8.
Game shot.
And does do for a 6-3 win. Darryl Gurney, a rare victory against the Iceman. But it's not rare to see him in a semi-finals of